Hello and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to WCBN Sports' continued coverage of Michigan softball. I'm Alex Miller, alongside me, Owen Klein. We made the drive down this morning to Bloomington, Indiana, and we're about to get underway. I paused there for a moment because there's a change in our lineup card. Initially, Indiana listed Sophie Kleiman as the starting pitcher, but the ace, Bree Copeland, will be in the circle. I'll run you around the horn real quickly for the Hoosiers. Left to right in your infield. At third at the hot corner, freshman Alex Cooper. At short is Brooke Benson. At the Keystone, Allie Van Brandt. At first, Sarah Stone. In left field, Taylor Minnick. In center field, Cassidy Kettleman. In right field, Cora Bassett. Copeland was originally listed as the designated player. She'll pitch in this one, so we'll see if there is a change to that defensive arrangement. We'll keep you updated. And she'll face a very familiar and potent Michigan batting order. Sealer leads off. Indiana Langford at second. Maddie Erickson third. Kiki Thole cleans up. Lily Valamont fifth. Janisa Conway sixth. Ella Stevenson seven. Ava Costalis eight. And rounding it out per usual, Ella McVeigh. Lauren Turkowski will get a start in the circle for Michigan. Oh, and this should be a fun series. It's a good Hoosier squad. Familiar Hoosier squad. I called this team last year when they made the trip to Ann Arbor, and this is a really good team with a really dangerous offense, and they've got an ace in the circle right now in Bree Copeland. First pitch misses low and away for a ball. 6:04, your first pitch here from Bloomington.
That's a big pitching change there for Indiana. Copeland coming in for Kleiman, who, like you said, Alex, we thought was going to be on the mound. Copeland is Indiana's ace, sitting at 185 earned run average on the season, so a little tougher for the Michigan lineup.
Pitch there, misses low. 3-0 count to Ellie Sealer, the Michigan junior being patient. Copeland working on the third base side of the ropes. Here's the pitch. That one caught the outside part of the plate for a strike. 3-1. It's a lovely evening here in Bloomington. A gorgeous day for some softball. Sealer in the left-handed box. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung and tapped off the glove of the catcher, Parker, Avery Parker, the sophomore. And Copeland battles it back to a full count, 3-2. Ellie Sealer is having an excellent junior season. Copeland checks the wristband. Rocks, here's the 3-2 ticker. That one chopped toward second base. Easy play for Van Brandt. Throw is in time. Score that a 4-3 putout to open this game up.
Yeah, Sealer grounds out the second there, but like you said, Alex, excellent start to her junior season. Now leading off, .363 batting average so far, and it's far improvement from her .287 average last season. So she's been huge for Michigan this year.
First pitch to Indiana Langford, bunt squared around. It's foul into the right-handed batter's box. Langford, the slap hitter, gets down the line in a hurry for Michigan.
That bunt kind of died at the plate. It was a good attempt, just rolled foul.
And just a quick apology. We don't have much of a Nats mic really here. We're in an isolated press box with no window access, so unfortunately hard to hear contact on the ball. Here's the 0-1 to Langford. Slap toward third, over the third baseman's head. The shortstop Benson comes over. Throw is not in time. Indy Langford beats it out with ease. Throw skips away from the first baseman Stone. Indy will hold at first. Man, Indy Langford flying down the first base line.
Kind of a check swing there from Langford on the third base line to the third baseman Cooper. Langford showing off the speed there as Michigan gets their first base runner of the evening.
Boy, Indiana Langford, we've seen it time and time again this season, just gets down the line so quickly, makes every play on the left side of the infield interesting. Here's Maddie Erickson, first pitch to her. Fly to shallow center. Going back is Benson. She'll be called off by her center fielder, Cassidy Kettleman, who will make the catch in the left center field alley. 2 down now in the top of the first.
Interesting first swing there. Again, Langford on first. She is Michigan's best base runner at 11 stolen bases. That leads the team this season on 11 attempts. So we'll see if Michigan tries to get Langford moving.
Indy Langford aboard at first base. Now Kiki Thole, the senior catcher, digs in. First pitch to her. Swung on and missed. Bree Copeland, the Indiana ace, 1.83 ERA, comes into this one 91 2/3 pitch. She's having a stellar season. Here's the 0-1 to Thole. takes that pitch for a ball. Our umpires in this one, Sergio Villarreal calling the balls and strikes behind home plate. Michael Smola at first, Todrick Davis at third. Here's the 1-1 count to Thole. Copeland center of the rubber, 1-1 pitch. Skips in low. Langford takes off to second. Throw is in time. They got her at second. Throw is on the money from Avery Parker. Indiana Langford thrown out stealing second. And that'll send us to the bottom of the first. No score for the Wolverines.
Excellent play there by Avery Parker behind the plate. Popped up in a flash and got that ball over to second in time to catch Michigan's best base runner. This Indiana team is no joke. 23-9 on the season, undefeated 8-0 at home. They showed why they're defensively. They're ace on the mound. This will be a tough game for Michigan, but Michigan's played really well recently. Won 9 of their last 10, including their last 7. So great opportunity for Michigan to beat a quality softball team in Indiana, but as you saw there, Alex, that first inning defensively, Indiana like a machine, both on the mound and defensively in the field.
And we'll get a look at the Michigan defense. Lauren Durkowski, the Michigan ace, in the circle, the junior, having a fantastic season at this point, a 1.41 ERA to her name. She has been unhittable as of late. A familiar defense behind her. Maddie Erickson handles the hot corner. Ella McVeigh at short. Indiana Langford, her middle infield partner. Kiki Thole at the cold corner. Lily Valamont joins Durkowski in the battery, left to right in the outfield. The junior Sealer and the freshman Janisa Conway and Ella Stevenson in right. And for the Hoosiers, a potent batting order. This team has been dangerous the last couple of seasons. Taryn Kern last year won Big Ten Player of the Year as a true freshman for this Indiana team at a conference lead in homers. Transferred to Stanford after her freshman season. She was from around Stanford, wasn't recruited there out of high school. She transferred there and is not with the Hoosiers now, but this is still a lineup with a lot of pop. Top of the order, 8 homers, 5 homers, 4 homers, 7 homers in this top 4. Cora Bassett, the dangerous leadoff hitter, will dig into the right-handed box. First pitch to her from Durkowski, up and away for ball 1.
And no one better in the circle for Michigan than Lauren Durkowski. Only 2 runs in the last 22.2 innings to go along with 10 hits. Durkowski's on a roll.
Durkowski rocks. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Bassett. That one's ripped to center. Conway started in, now goes back. Easy catch there in left center field for Janisa Conway.
Routine. Only 2 pitches thrown. Great start there for Durkowski against Bassett, who had 324 so far this season. Here comes Copeland, though, in the 2 spot.
Bree Copeland starting in the circle in this one. 366 average, 5 homers. Pitcher on pitcher. Here's the first pitch to her from Durkowski. Fouled back into the netting by Copeland. Brianna Copeland had an excellent season a year ago. Numbers have only improved both in the circle and at the dish. An impressive start to her junior campaign. Here's the 0-1 from Lauren Durkowski. Caught the inside part of the plate with the off speed for a strike.
A beautiful off-speed pitch there from Durkowski. Kind of froze Copeland.
So 0-2, Durkowski ahead now. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way away, Lily Valamont out of the crouch to corral it.
Good 0-2 pitch to check Copeland. Copeland, one of 7 hitters in this Indiana lineup, above 300 so far this season.
Here's the 1-2 from Durkowski. That one's popped up, foul on the right field side. Langford going over. Just out of her outstretched glove. Langford had to cover a lot of ground to get there, but couldn't make the catch. We'll do it over at 1-2 with Bree Copeland in the batter's box against Lauren Durkowski in the circle.
Good effort there from Langford, coming all the way from second. Stevenson, the right fielder, also made a break for the ball, just out of reach of both of them.
Durkowski rocks. Here's another 1-2 pitch. Misses inside. Lily Valamont tried to offer the frame job. Sergio Villarreal didn't like it.
That ball was inside. Excellent vision there from Copeland not to swing it. That would be a tough one with 2 strikes.
2-2, 1 out. Durkowski sets. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Copeland lines it deep to right field. Ella Stevenson on the run makes the catch in the right center field alley.
Stevenson with a great break on that ball to make a tough running catch to retire one of the Hoosiers' best hitters in Brianna Copeland.
Got a really good jump on that softball off the bat of Copeland. And now 2 down. Bassett flew out to center. Copeland to right. And now it's the 3-hitter, Taylor Minnick. This is a very dangerous bat here in the middle of this Hoosier order. Here's the first pitch to the lefty. That one's hit well to left field. Sealer to the wall, makes the catch in front of it. 3 well-hit balls to 3 different Michigan outfielders, but nevertheless, the Hoosiers go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first inning.
And Michigan gets out of it. Again, like you said, Alex, 3 well-hit balls, 3 great hitters, but Michigan able to retire the side. We'll see if they can get the bats going here in the second.
So Owen and I drove down from Ann Arbor today. Had a fun drive. We stopped in. We got a lunch at the Pickle in what town were we in today in Indiana?
Shout out to Markle, Indiana.
Markle, Indiana.
Rural Indiana, right in the middle of the state. The Pickle is the restaurant, typical small town bar restaurant kind of thing going. It was a great time, great food. We each had a burger that was probably one too many calories for each of us.
Someone got a burger with mozzarella sticks on the top.
Someone
Can't name
did.
names.
I wonder who that was. And then I don't want to say this, but we stopped at where did we stop? Portillo's. I thought Portillo's was just a Chicago thing, but apparently they have locations out here in Indiana as well. And I saw on YouTube one time their infamous cake shake, and that's exactly what it is. It's a cake and a shake. And that probably ran us for about 800 calories. So we're sitting pretty here at Andy Moore Field with some full stomachs. But it was a good drive. It was fun.
It was a fun drive,
Not
fun
too
trip.
long.
We've got 3 games upcoming this weekend. Today we're in sort of a inside press box. Kind of a weird experience for me. I can't really hear the ball off the bat. Tomorrow I think we should be outside, weather permitting, so that'll be fun. Get out in the sunlight and little right on the field of play. It'll be 4-5-6 for Michigan. Kiki Thole, first pitch to her. That one's hit deep to center. That's got some carry. That ball is over the wall and gone. Kiki Thole goes yard for Michigan. The
Huge.
senior catcher playing first base in this one. It started the season cold, and her bat has been on fire as of the last couple of weeks. 1-0 Michigan.
The first swing of the second inning for Kiki Thole. Took that one yard, straight to center, deepest part of the park, well beyond the fence. That is at 220. Kiki Thole getting us started.
Dead center for Kiki Thole. And that's a really good sign for the senior.
Certainly is, especially after the first inning. It seemed like Copeland kind of had Michigan's batting order under control, and then boom, one swing. That's all it takes.
Lily Valamont will swing at the first pitch she sees, pops it up to the infield. Brooke Benson, the shortstop, makes the catch. So 2 pitches, one of them crushed to center, the other one fly to the infield. And that'll bring up Janisa Conway.
And here's the freshman part of the lineup for Michigan, Conway, along with Valamont, who just flew out.
Janisa Conway.
Big part of this young Michigan lineup.
And this young part of the lineup has really produced Conway a big part of it. Here's the first pitch from Copeland. Skips in low, bounced over home plate.
Might have slipped out of Copeland's hand. Bounced in well beyond the plate.
Janisa Conway, 244, leads the team with 7 homers. Also leads the team in strikeouts and in walks. Pitch there, in for a strike. 1-2.
It's an interesting stat, right? You don't really think a player leads in both those categories, but Conway does.
1-2 pitch, just misses outside from Brianna Copeland. 2-1 count, 1 out here in the top of the second. Conway in the left-handed box. Here's the 2-1 from Copeland, way up and in for a ball. 3-1. Hitter's count now for Janisa Conway.
Conway working the count well. That's what you got to do. It's a pitcher like Copeland.
Outfield playing her straight on and fairly deep. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Conway pops it foul over our heads behind home plate. And now count is full to the freshman Janisa Conway. Bree Copeland, the junior, checks the wristband, working on the third base side of the rubber. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Conway fouls it back again.
The middle section of this ballpark kind of jumped as that ball went straight back, but Conway showing great fight here in this at-bat. Count is still full. Michigan bats have looked much more confident in the second inning than the first.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Conway went fishing for a pitch low and away and missed it.
It's a great at-bat. Good final pitch there from Copeland to get Conway down on strikes.
And that'll bring up a fellow freshman, Ella Stevenson, hitting 7th in this one. The freshman from Algonac, Michigan, still looking to heat up the bat. First pitch to her, swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Copeland. Ella Stevenson, consistently Michigan starter in right field, carries a 156 batting average in the right-handed box. Here's the 0-1 pitch, upstairs, 1-1.
Good eye there. Could have been tempting to swing after Stevenson. Count even at 1. Key for Michigan to get their bats going in this part of the lineup.
Here's the 1-1 pitch from Copeland inside, 2-1. Stevenson will drag the bat across home plate, twirl it up, hands it around shoulder height. Here's the 2-1 in, low and in for a ball, 3-1. Same count as Conway.
Another great take, working the count as Stevenson. Michigan's done a great job of that this inning.
She'll dig back into the right-handed box. 3-1, 2 outs. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That one is blooped to shortstop. Easy play for Brooke Benson. Right to her, and Stevenson's retired. So 3 straight outs to end the inning, but first, Kiki Thole crushed a solo shot. Michigan leads it 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning.
Absolutely, and Michigan needed that as their bats looked a bit timid, I would say, to start the game in the first. Thole obviously taking the first pitch of the second inning yard well beyond the 220 mark in center field. Like you said, Michigan finished with 3 straight outs, but a lot of good battles there in the box for Michigan. See if they can come back defensively. Went 1-2-3. Did Durkowski and his Michigan defense in the first inning. See if they can replicate that in the second.
I mean, this matchup of Lauren Durkowski against his Indiana order is a really fun matchup. Durkowski, as good as it gets this season, a 1.40 ERA. She has been unhittable as of late. The Michigan junior has just been dominant over her college career, and she's got a tough task in a really dangerous Indiana order.
Absolutely.
4, 5, 6 coming up. Avery Parker, the sophomore catcher, having a great year, hitting .352, 7 homers, 6 doubles. Allie Van Brandt, the freshman behind her, not a ton of pop, but hitting .380. Then Sarah Stone, the junior, hitting 6th. Had a really excellent season a year ago. Has dropped off a little bit, but still a really potent bat. Here's the first pitch from Durkowski to Parker. That one's popped to shallow left center, and it's going to drop in front of the sliding Sealer. And into second with a dive is Parker. So a blooper that just fell between 3 Wolverines, the retreating shortstop McVeigh and the left and center fielders Sealer and Conway, and a leadoff double for Avery Parker.
I love the aggressive base running there from Avery Parker. Kind of a blooper into a gray area there in shallow left. Shortstop McVeigh and left fielder Sealer were coming in on it. Parker sprinted the whole way through and took second.
Here's the first pitch to Allie Van Brandt from Durkowski. Bunt squared around, foul on the left side. Allie Van Brandt, the freshman second baseman. A lot of speed wearing number 5 for the Hoosiers today.
Tough spot here for Michigan with no outs. Runner on second and Parker. Van Brandt just squared up to bunt with that first pitch, so Michigan's got to be on their toes defensively, especially in the infield.
Corner infield in. Maddie Erickson at third. Kiki Thole at first. Van Brandt in the left-handed box. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Squared around again. Missed it high.
Lily Valamont, catcher behind the plate for Michigan, is ready. She popped right up just in case Parker decides to go.
After an appeal down to third, they'll say she pulled the bunt back, so 1-1. Durkowski rocks. Here's the pitch. Bunt squared around again. Foul on the third base side. So now 1-2. You imagine Van Brandt's going to have to keep 2 hands toward the bottom of the bat and take a cut.
Makes things a little simpler for Michigan defensively. Don't have to worry as much about the bunts. Now it's still a possibility, but like you said, with 2 strikes, probably want to stay away from it.
Durkowski sets, rocks. Here's the 1-2 pitch.
It was close.
Just missed away. Good spot there from Durkowski.
It's a great spot from Durkowski. One could argue it caught the edge of the plate, but our home plate umpire disagrees.
Durkowski will retoe the third base side of the rubber. Left foot back, heel in the air. Rocks, here's the 2-2 pitch. That off-speed pitch missed away for a ball, and now the count is full to Allie Van Brandt.
It's another great pitch from Durkowski. Same location, came with the off-speed that time.
Van Brandt, Ottawa Lake, Michigan native, the sole Michigander on the Hoosier roster. Full count, runner on second, Avery Parker after a double. Durkowski rocks. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one's lined past Erickson at third. The outfield Sealer misplayed it. Into third with a slide is Parker. Now she's going home. Throw to the plate. They got her. Tag applied by Valamont. Sealer threw it into Erickson, who fired it home. And Lily Valamont did a really nice job to apply the tag.
And Sealer didn't field that ball cleanly, which actually helped Michigan in that play. Parker slid into third, which slowed her running down. She decided to go home. By that time, Sealer had corralled the ball. As we have a discussion here.
They're going to review this. They're going to the headset. So we'll see.
Wild play, though. Again, Parker from second slid into third and then decided to go home. She would have made it had she not slid, but that ball was hard hit to left.
And also, the cutoff player, Maddie Erickson, has as good of an arm as anyone on this Michigan roster. Throw is on the money to Valamont.
Absolutely.
Parker tried to sort of swim around the outside part of the plate closer to sort of the umpire's box to get back around the catcher Valamont. It didn't look from our initial view. We're behind home plate that she got there.
The ball definitely beat Parker, the runner. I think it's just a matter of the tag.
A big call coming off the review. Michigan up 1-0 after the Kiki Thole homer. This would be the tying run if Parker scored on that play. Ellie Sealer mishandled the ball there in left field, and that also is sort of why Parker seemed to turn and go, but
yes,
it also might have cost the Hoosiers if Michigan, it turns out, did get her at the plate.
Absolutely.
So here come the umpires, and she's safe at the plate.
Wow.
A changed call by the umpire crew. Avery Parker safe at home. She got around the catcher, Lily Valamont. Boy, the ball beat her. So that's a really nice job on the base paths by Avery Parker. And this game is tied at 1 apiece. And now Sarah Stone will bat with Allie Van Brandt, who snuck up to second on the throw home, standing there at second. And Van Brandt, a speedy runner, 11 stolen bases this season, only caught once in her freshman campaign. Here's the first pitch to Sarah Stone, way up away from Valamont. Van Brandt will make it to third with a slide. And now she's only 60 feet from a second Hoosier run. And with no outs and a lot of speed, you got to imagine if a ball's in play, at least to the outfield, Van Brandt can score. Durkowski sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses inside. The Michigan infield playing in. They're going to try to hold Van Brandt at third or go home if she goes.
Tough to have those wild pitches against an Indiana lineup like this.
Stone, a dangerous bat in the right-handed box. Durkowski sets. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one found the zone over the heart of the plate. 2-1. 2-1 count. Durkowski will settle back into the rubber. Infield still tight for Michigan. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Lauren Durkowski. Grounded foul. Stone was out in front of the off-speed pitch. Count is even at 2 apiece.
See if Durkowski can reel it in here. Get Stone out. Again, no outs. Runner on third, so Michigan in a tough spot. Infield is remaining in.
Durkowski delivers the 2-2 pitch, fouled off by Stone. Boy, that pitch might have been up for a ball.
That was up and away. Interesting swing choice there by Stone. Protecting, I get it, but that one seemed to be a ways away.
Sarah Stone, the junior Bedford, Indiana native, was all Big Ten second team a year ago, hit 280, 13 doubles, 10 homers, a really productive season. Here's the 2-2 pitch to her. Off speed is cranked to left. No doubt about it.
Wow.
Sarah Stone got every part of that softball, and the Hoosiers take a 3-1 lead.
You wonder if that changed call at home plate and then the subsequent wild pitch pass ball may have affected Durkowski. Stone got every piece of that softball.
I mean,
second crank we've seen this afternoon.
Some early offense in this one. The Hoosiers, this batting order's dangerous. We said at the top of the show, and they've got 3 off of Lauren Durkowski. Still no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. And Cassidy Kettleman, the center fielder, digs into the left-handed box. Here's the pitch from Durkowski. Bunt squared around. Whoa, it's up and in. Kettleman fouled it off with the squared-up bunt. Cassidy Kettleman, the sophomore. This year, 31 games, only 9 of them starts.
And most of the power for this Hoosier lineup is concentrated near the top of the order. That was Stone's 4th home run of the season.
0-1 to Kettleman, misses away for Durkowski.
This game is far from over. A lot of ball left to be played.
Oh, yeah. Cassidy Kettleman, Amherst, Ohio native. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Lauren Durkowski. That one on the ground. Erickson plays it. Easy throw to first is in time. Erickson was playing tight end from third base, but played that tough grounder nicely.
Absolutely. Good reaction time there from Erickson over at third. Like you said, playing in a bit. Had one go by here on that double earlier in the inning from Parker, I believe. Good to see Erickson make that play.
Now Alex Cooper, the freshman third baseman, will dig into the left-handed box. Here's the first pitch from Durkowski. Swung on to first. Kiki Thole tried to backhand it off her glove. Indy Langford covers from second. Scoop is off the money from Thole. Cooper will turn to second. Now she's turned to third. Throw to McVeigh. She'll turn to third, and Cooper's into third. And Cooper stands on third. Boy, that should have been a single and nothing more, but Kiki Thole tried to make something out of nothing.
Absolutely.
And Cooper gets 2 extra bases.
Looks like Langford tried to cover a bit late. Really no choice since Thole couldn't cleanly field that ball, and then Stevenson, the right fielder, electing to throw it to second instead of third. I think maybe some of the Michigan defensive players were surprised that Indiana had sent Cooper from second to third.
And the misplay to throw it. Ella McVeigh was at nearly second base, and Cooper had already turned to third when she caught the ball. Bonnie Thole, quick visit to her pitcher, Durkowski, in the infield. Now return to the Michigan dugout.
It's interesting how some base running decisions have affected this game, especially in this inning. We saw the play at home, Parker slide into third and then decide to go home. And here, we saw Indiana successfully stretch that hit into a triple, which may have affected the way Michigan fielded that ball.
Now the 9-hitter, Brooke Benson, the shortstop, will enter the right-handed box. Here's the first pitch to her from Lauren Durkowski. Infield tight with a runner on third. Bunt square down. The runner holds. Thole will play it. Pump fake to first. Couldn't throw. A nice bunt there for Benson. And with the threat of the runner at third in Cooper, Thole didn't fire to first.
That was a tough play. Benson was flying down that baseline.
And now the top of the lineup turns over. Cora Bassett, the dangerous leadoff woman, digs in. Runners on the corners, 1 out. And they run well. Cooper at third and Benson at first. Bassett way back in the right-handed box, right foot on the chalk. Here's the first pitch to her from Durkowski. Blooper to shallow left. Running back is McVeigh. Nicely done by the Michigan shortstop.
Really nice, needed play there from McVeigh over at short. Backpedaling, making the play in shallow left.
Ella McVeigh, the Iowa native, as steady as they come at shortstop for the Maize and Blue. And now Bree Copeland will try to offer her team and herself, as she's in the circle in this one, some run support. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Here's the pitch from Durkowski. Copeland squared on a bunt, let it go by. Valamont fired to second. It's cut off by Langford to hold the runner at third, and the throw from Valamont held Benson at first.
I'm surprised Michigan threw that down there with 2 outs.
I think the idea was Langford cuts it off, and if Cooper turns, you try to get her at home.
Absolutely.
0-1 count now to Copeland. Durkowski rocks. Here's the pitch. Up and away. Runner goes. No fire from Valamont this time. She had lost her balance coming out of the crouch to grab that high pitch, and now runners on second and third with 2 outs for Bree Copeland.
So the focus has entirely got to be on Copeland at the plate here for Durkowski in Michigan with 2 outs.
1-1 count, 2 outs. The dance is at the dish. Durkowski sets. Here's the pitch. Off speed, dropped it in. Copeland started shifting her weight way before that pitch ever approached home plate.
Nice off speed with Durkowski. She's been great with that all afternoon.
1-2 count. Durkowski trying to keep this game where it's at, and that's 3-1 Hoosiers. Durkowski rocks. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball blew it by her. Wow. Swing and a miss. So Indiana plates 3, strands 2, and we'll head to the top of the third, 3-1 Hoosiers.
It's interesting. Durkowski having success against the top of that Hoosier order, which is the most dangerous part of it. It's a crazy inning, crazy bottom of the second. Had the review at the plate. Had another bomb. This one was the left field. Indiana all of a sudden taking a 3-1 lead. A lot of ball left to be played, though. See if Michigan get things going at the plate. It's an entertaining second inning, though.
Offensive hot start in this one. Brianna Copeland's mother, sitting front row behind home plate, stood and was trying to cheer the crowd on. She's got some pom-poms, turned to face the crowd, trying to get them energized as her daughter returns to the circle.
And you may ask how we know if that's Bree's mom. Well, she's wearing a number 16 jersey, and it says Bree's mom on the back. So that is how.
So we're pretty confident.
We're pretty confident.
She'll face 8-9-1, Ava Costales, Ella McVeigh, Ellie Sealer. I mean, if you've tuned in any broadcasts I've been on, you know I'm very high on the freshman bat of Ava Costales. The freshman from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, enters with a .348 batting average, .423 on base percentage, slugging .565, a homer to her name, 2 doubles. She's been the starter, designated player for the last couple weeks after Aaron Haynes saw most of the starts there to begin the season. And Costales is produced in the Michigan lineup. She'll dig in now. Bree Copeland will check the wristband. Big hole up the middle for Costales. First pitch to her. Big cut, fouls it back.
Like the swing, like the aggressiveness. So Kiki Thole did back in the second. Good to get on these pitches early.
Copeland will check the wristband. Rocks, here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Rise ball blew it past Costales.
Good healthy cut, though, by Costales.
The freshman finds herself behind 0-2. Copeland working quickly. Checks the wristband. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, 1-2.
Good eye, good vision there. Clearly out and away.
Ella McVeigh, the Michigan shortstop, due up behind Costales. High hands for Costales. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 4 pitches, and Costales goes down swinging.
I like the cuts, though. They were full, they were clean, they were confident, just couldn't find the ball.
And now with 1 out, the junior shortstop, Ella McVeigh, will dig in.
Looks like we've got
Shonda Stanton coming out to visit the home plate umpire, Sergio Villarreal. Perhaps.
Got a positional change, maybe. I think
the right fielder, Cassidy Kettleman, came in from right field, but
so we got this looks like a shift almost. Got 3 fielders on the left side of the infield.
Bonnie Tholes now come out to check with Sergio Villarreal. We'll see what this is. It might just be a dead shift on the largely slap-hitting Ella McVeigh. So there is nobody in right field right now on McVeigh. 2 outfielders in left and center.
That's how McVeigh gets on base.
First pitch to McVeigh. Misses outside for a ball. So Ella McVeigh, the slap-hitting lefty, has 3 infielders between third and second, 2 between second and first, a center fielder and a left fielder, nobody in right. Squares around a bunt, pulls it back, pitches upstairs. She's ahead 2-0.
Can't really blame the Hoosiers.
They got burned by Indiana Langford slapping a ball toward third in the first inning. But if McVeigh can pull this, it's danger. Up and in there, and she's ahead 3-0.
Yeah, a ball down that right first base line.
Is an inside the park homer, most likely.
Yes, in all likelihood. There is nobody in right field.
It'd be a race between the second baseman, Allie Van Brandt, and Cassidy Kettleman, and that pitch drops in 3-0 for a strike 3-1.
Still showing bunt. I'm wondering what McVay is thinking.
McVay likes to show it, pull it back, regardless of the count. 3-1 this time didn't show it, fouls it off. First base side, so full count now to Ella McVay with this unusual shift from the Hoosiers.
I'm curious what the approach is for McVay because they definitely prep for this. And I'm curious what signals McVay is getting from Bonnie Thole on the third base line.
Here's the 3-2, misses low and away. Ella McVay, works a walk, and that'll bring up Ellie Sealer. Cassidy Kettleman will return to center field from the infield, and the right fielder Cora Bassett will move back from center to right field as Ellie Sealer will dig in. Runner on first is Ella McVay with 1 out here after Costales was retired. It's the first pitch to Sealer. Takes it for a ball away, 1-0.
There's been some close pitches here by Copeland. Making these Michigan hitters swing. That one a ball.
Copeland, third base side of the rubber. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss from Sealer. Big cut at the pitch away. Bree Copeland trying to work really fast here in this inning. Sealer takes the time to step out of the box. Now requesting time from home umpire Sergio Villarreal. She digs in. Copeland pitches. Sealer rips it to right field. That's going to be down. Runners are going to turn. Thole's going to send McVay around third. Now she'll hold her up late. But a 1-out double. Sealer delivers for Michigan. She's on second. Ella McVay on third. And now Indiana Langford will dig in for Michigan.
So Michigan's got some stuff going here with 1 out. Runners on second and third. Right fielder Cora Bassett for Indiana who fielded that ball. It looked like just as that ball got hit to right, she was maybe walking towards center. Kind of a late jump on that ball. Probably a good decision by Thole at third to keep McVay there.
Here's the first pitch to Indiana Langford. Takes it for a strike. Interesting that the Hoosiers don't go to that same shift on Langford. I guess now there's runners on second and third.
Yep.
Langford slapped the ball to third and reached on a hit her first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Copeland. Taken for a strike. Caught the outside corner. Good pitch by Bree Copeland.
Could get creative here with 1 out. Runners on second and third. 2-run game right now.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Indy Langford doesn't strike out a whole lot. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot. But swings over that pitch. And now 2 outs. It falls to Maddie Erickson. And Erickson, the sophomore, Wilsonville, Oregon native, having a stellar sophomore season. Here's her first pitch from Copeland. Big swing and a miss, low and in. Pitch there, misses low and in. 1-1.
Got offered some, I believe, Chick-fil-A.
He's got offered some Chick-fil-A, which Owen Klein wanted on the way up here, so he might get some snacks. 1-1, 2 aboard at second and third. Here's the pitch to Erickson. That ball's ripped to left center and down. That'll score both. Erickson will turn. McVay scores and comes across Sealer. Erickson with a slide to second. Maddie Erickson. Big-time rip for Michigan, and this game is tied 3 apiece.
Huge hit there from Erickson. Line that one to center. Perfect timing, too. I mean, it's a 3-3 game. Michigan scrapping together some innings.
What a sophomore season Maddie Erickson has been having. And now Kiki Thole, big homer her first time up. She'll dig in with 2 outs and Erickson on second. First pitch to Thole. Misses away for a ball, 1-0.
Great decision by Bonnie Thole at third base to keep Sealer at third earlier in the inning. Not to risk that out. She ended up scoring.
It's the 1-0 pitch to Thole. Comes off the glove of Parker. Erickson will hold up at second. But now a 2-0 count for Kiki Thole. The senior, the average has climbed into the 240s. Here's the pitch, 2-0. That's hit well to left field. That's off the top of the wall. Erickson will round. Thole will hold up at first. It was well played off the wall by Taylor Minnick, but another big rip by Kiki Thole, and Michigan takes the lead 4-3. What a start to this game.
Michigan bats are on fire against a quality pitcher.
I mean, this has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
Copeland entered this game with, I believe, a sub-2 ERA.
Yep, it was sub-2.
So did Lauren Durkowski, and it's 4-3 in the top of the third inning.
And how about Kiki Thole as well, huh? Showing off the power this game.
Kiki Thole, the batting average with that up to 250. Go back a couple weeks ago, and she was down at 203. She has been red hot with it. The power has come, and that was really expected for the Michigan senior. Hit 289 last year with double-digit homers, and last couple weeks has been the Kiki Thole of old for Michigan, and they lead 4-3.
Absolutely. Kiki Thole confident at the plate as well. Some really healthy swings, both on the home run last inning and on this hit. Went all the way to the wall. So Kiki Thole and Michigan on fire right now at the plate, and Indiana with a meeting in the circle.
Now it'll be Lily Valamont to try to keep this rally going with 2 outs. Kiki Thole aboard at first base. Janisa Conway will follow Valamont if she gets the opportunity. The visit for Copeland is over. High fives all around for the Hoosier pitcher. She'll dig back into the circle. 4-3 Michigan, top of the third, 2 outs. Runner on first is Kiki Thole. Michigan maize tops, blue pants. Hoosiers all white. First pitch to Valamont. In for a strike. Red accents for the Hoosiers. Valamont bends the knees. Low hands. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's ripped, but right at the third baseman, Cooper. A really good cut from Lily Valamont. But that'll end the inning.
Though. It's a good way to end it. Healthy cut. Cooper stood her ground well. Right into the glove. But Michigan back on top 4-3. Bats have been on fire. Great to see. Good confidence at the plate. Not fazed by the quality pitcher that is Copeland. So we'll see if Durkowski and this Michigan defense can put together a complete inning. Middle of the lineup due up for the Hoosiers, so just got to be on their toes if you're Michigan.
So Lauren Durkowski will try to settle back in now in the bottom of the third inning. 4-3 Wolverines. The run support has come from the Michigan bats. We're live from Andy Moore Field in Bloomington, Indiana. Drove down today, and we get 3 games this weekend. 1 today, 1 tomorrow. Scheduled as of now for 2 p.m. and then a 1 p.m. game on Sunday. Valamont will fire it down to McVeigh, and we'll get back underway. Lauren Durkowski will face 3, 4, 5. Taylor Minnick, Avery Parker, Allie Van Brandt. Taylor Minnick, the junior, Bloomington native, coming off an All-Big Ten first-team year last year, hit .390, a lot of pop. Here's the first pitch to her from Durkowski. Misses in for a ball. Minnick a year ago, .390, .522 on base percentage, .717 slugging, 14 doubles, a triple, 12 homers in this dangerous lefty bat. This year, .368, 4 homers. And she continues an excellent college career in Bloomington. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Minnick. And that one caught the corner for a strike, 1-1.
Durkowski attacking the zone here. That first pitch was also close. Called a ball. Came right back with the strike.
1-1. Durkowski will re-toe the rubber. Sets. Rocks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one caught the outside corner. Same spot as the last pitch, it looked like.
Yep, absolutely. Durkowski's got complete control, it seems, of her location right now. She'll be needed against this middle of the order for the Hoosiers.
Here's the 1-2 pitch from Durkowski. Popped up third base side. That'll get out of play over the, it's the Michigan dugout on the third base side. 1-2 count now to Taylor Minnick. Durkowski will check the wristband. Rito, the third base side of the rubber. Rocks, here's the 1-2 pitch to Minnick. Upstairs, 2-2. Wolverine defense straight on, standard depth, nobody on as Minnick's leading off the bottom of the third. 4-3 Michigan. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Lauren Durkowski. Fouled off the netting again behind home plate. Minnick putting up a tough fight. She's a tough out. And Lauren Durkowski seeking something to put her away as we'll do it over 2-2.
Only 7 strikeouts for Minnick on 96 at-bats so far this season. Definitely a tough out.
Durkowski relaxes the shoulders, winds up, 2-2 pitch. Fly to shallow right field. It's going to drop between Langford and Stevenson for a base hit for Minnick.
That's the second kind of gray area bloop single that Indiana has had. Credit to Minnick for working that counts. Able to get on base.
And now Avery Parker, the sophomore catcher, hitting cleanup. We'll dig in. Westfield, Indiana native. Last year, All Big Ten third team. I mean, this was a really good Hoosier squad a year ago. It's a really good squad this year. But it'll be a pinch runner at first for Minnick. Aaliyah Andrews will run there. I assume Minnick will re-enter come defense in an inning from now. But now Parker will hit Aaliyah Andrews on first. The senior scored 15 runs this year, a regular pinch runner, 5 stolen bags. She's on first with Avery Parker at the dish. No outs here. Bottom of the third. First pitch from Durkowski in there for a strike outside part of the plate. 0-1.
Andrews at first, 5 of 6 with stolen bags this year. Got to keep an eye on her.
Durkowski sets. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses up and away. Lily Valamont quickly out of the crouch, keeping an eye on Aaliyah Andrews aboard at first base. She's pinch running for Taylor Minnick after her blooper to right field. Durkowski will retow the rubber. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Lauren Durkowski. That one's popped up. Shallow left field. McVeigh going back. She almost runs into her left fielder, Sealer, but Sealer will make the catch as McVeigh skirted out from under her.
Yeah, it was great communication there by Sealer coming in on that to call McVeigh off and avoid a collision.
So Parker retired. Now Allie Van Brandt, the freshman second baseman, will dig into the left-hander batter's box. Here's the pitch from Durkowski. Swinging bunt to first, and that's going to be a base hit. Kiki Thole came on the charge. Indy Langford covered second base as opposed to first. Even if she had covered first, I don't think Thole would have had a chance to turn and can the speedy Van Brandt. So now 2 aboard with 1 out after that sort of swinging bunt for a base hit.
How many of these awkward singles have the Hoosiers had this afternoon? That's at least got to be the third, right? We got runners on first and second. Both the result. The first was a kind of a bloop single into right. So it's not like these batters as of late are really beating Durkowski. They're more just finding soft spots in the Michigan defense.
Bonnie Thole having a chat with the home plate umpire, Sergio Villarreal. Runners on first and second now. Andrews, the pinch runner at second. Allie Van Brandt at first. Both run very well for the Hoosiers, and digging into the right-handed batter's box, Sarah Stone already mauled a 2-run homer to left field in this game.
Absolutely. And all these Hoosiers run well on the base paths.
It's the first pitch to Stone. Blew it by her for a strike. Stone watched it go by.
Got 4 Hoosiers in today's batting order that have stolen double-digit bases so far this season.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Stone grounds it off the glove of McVeigh and through to center field and off the glove of Conway, past her to the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes Van Brandt. She's going to score. And they'll hold Stone at third. Took a weird hop past the glove of Ella McVeigh, a hard-hit grounder that was chopping all the way. And then to make matters worse, it hopped right through Conway in center field as well. McVeigh kicks some dirt. She doesn't like it. And two more come across. Hoosiers retake the lead 5-4.
Had the double ground ball error. I wonder if that's going to be called as 2 errors or 1. McVeigh at short and Conway in center.
I'm wondering if McVeigh might not get booked for an error on that. That was a sort of a hard-hit ball. She had to move a couple steps to her left.
It was in the vicinity, though.
It was. Cassidy Kettleman will dig in now with Stone on third. First pitch to her. Misses for a ball. 5-4 Hoosiers. We're only in the bottom of the third.
Yeah,
you don't see Lauren Durkowski give up this many runs very often. Hoosiers have looked good on offense. 1-0 pitch, low and away. Nice stop by Valamont behind the dish.
And Durkowski's been great with the command. Again, Indiana's finding creative ways to get on base. Obviously helped in that previous play by the 2 Michigan errors. But Michigan bats have kept them in this game, and Durkowski's just got to keep firing.
Valamont requested time after the pitch in the dirt to offer some words to her pitcher, Lauren Durkowski. She'll trot back behind home plate now. 2-0 count to Cassidy Kettleman. And the runner on third, Sarah Stone. 5-4 game. 2-0 pitch coming. Here it is from Durkowski. Swing and a miss. Big chop from Kettleman, and couldn't find a stitch of the softball. They did score a single for Stone and then an error. They scored it for left field. That's certainly a typo. Should be center field. 2-1. Here's the pitch for Kettleman. Bunt squared around and pulled back. Pitch missed low and away for a ball. 3-1 now to Kettleman.
See what the Michigan approach here defensively is with the runner on third. Curious to see if they fire home on a ground ball. I'm assuming they will.
Durkowski rocks. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Kettleman. Popped up, escaping play on the left field side, and it's out of play. But Durkowski works it full now to Kettleman. 1 out, bottom of the third inning, 5-4 Hoosiers. Kettleman in the left-handed box. Durkowski, the righty, rocks. Here's the full count ticker. Swing and a miss. Big pitch there. Foul tipped in the glove of Valamont.
Absolutely.
And that's a big second out with the runner on third.
Huge second out. Now you can focus your attention entirely on the batter.
Alex Cooper, the freshman, will dig in. The Mooresville, Indiana native will enter the left-handed box. Pitch skipped in low. Cooper squared around a bunt, then pulled it back.
Cooper with that nice play at third to end last inning. See if she can do some damage here at the plate.
Durkowski rocks. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one missed away as well. 2-0 now to Alex Cooper with Sarah Stone aboard at third base.
Good placement there by Durkowski just outside.
Infield at standard depth. The force out gets them out of the inning. Outfield straight on behind them. Durkowski sets. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Popped up off the netting behind home plate. It'll come back into play. Maddie Erickson will barehand it off a 1-hop.
Good practice. That netting is working hard this afternoon.
It's been a lot of balls fouled back by both teams. 2-1 now. Durkowski, right foot on the rubber, left foot back, toe in the ground, heel in the air, rocks. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Up and in. 3-1 now to Alex Cooper.
Would love to get Cooper here at 197 on the year as opposed to Brooke Benson, who was 312. She's on deck.
Durkowski, 3-1 pitch. Popped up over the netting and caught by a fan, I believe, wearing some maize and blue there in the back row behind third base.
Some maize and blue sprinkled out here nearby the Michigan dugout.
But that might have ended up with a Hoosier there, but they'll get the free concession offered here at Andy Moore Field. Full count, 2 outs, runner on third. Big time pitch coming from Lauren Durkowski to Alex Cooper. Dirk sets and now rocks. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big time stuff from Lauren Durkowski. Strands a runner at third. Hoosiers by 1, 5-4 as we head to the top of the fourth. This has been a fun one to open up this 3-game series.
It has. A lot of offense so far, that past inning Michigan. Giving up 2 runs, albeit with an error or two. But this has been fun, Alex. Got 9 runs through 3 innings. It's been fantastic. We'll see if Michigan can keep those bats rolling. But a quality game with 2 quality Big Ten teams. Only the second in-conference series for both of these teams so far this year. And what a start it's been.
The Hoosiers will trot back out. Bree Copeland as the ace of this Hoosier staff looks to sort of settle into this ball game. Both teams scoreless in the first. Michigan plated 1 in the top of the second. Hoosiers plated 3 in the bottom of the second. Michigan responded with a 3-run top of the third. Then Indiana just plated 2 in the bottom of the third. And they retook the lead at 5-4. 8 hits for the Hoosiers, 5 for the Wolverines. Michigan also hasn't helped themselves out defensively. 2 errors for the Maize and Blue. 5-4 Hoosiers. Bree Copeland will have to deal with a trio of freshmen. 6, 7, 8. Janisa Conway, Ellis Stevenson, and then Ava Costalis. Conway will get a high five and a pat on the back from her first base coach, Faith Canfield, who will also give an extra ball to the home plate umpire, Sergio Villarreal. And Conway will look to get the Michigan offense started in the top of the 4th inning. It's a lovely night for some softball here in Bloomington. A shadow now coming over the field a little bit as the sun sets on the third base side. A light breeze out to left field.
Perfect weather, if you ask me. Just a touch better than in Ann Arbor. That's really all we needed, though. Sun is also nice.
Conway will dig into the left-handed batter's box. First pitch to her from Copeland, swing and fouled off on the first base side. Third baseman Alex Cooper playing in tight on Conway, and while Conway is digging into that left-handed batter's box, she's no slap hitter. Taps the bat on the plate now up over the shoulder. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses away for a ball. 1-1.
Kind of uncharted territory, both for Lauren Durkowski and Bree Copeland. Both had sub-2 ERAs coming into this game. We've got a total of 9 runs through 3 innings.
1-1 skips over the plate low. Bree Copeland will pick up some dirt and then wipe it off on her pant leg as she tries to grip the softball. 2-1 count. Conway in the left-handed box. Copeland, third base side of the rubber. Here's the 2-1. Big cut fouled off the netting behind home plate by Conway. Aaliyah Andrews out there in left. She pinch ran for Minnick. I imagine Minnick returns with her one-time ability to do so next time up. 2-2 pitch upstairs for a ball. 3-2 to Conway.
Good vision there by Conway on a 2-strike pitch. That one just out of the zone. Check the swing a bit.
3-2, nobody out. Top of the 4th. Here's the ticker. Way low and way away. Easy take there for Conway, and she'll trot down to first.
Yeah, it looks like Copeland might have lost that ball a bit on the delivery. Might have slipped out. That ball was well in front of the plate and well wide of the plate.
And now Ella Stevenson will bat for the Wolverines. She'll first receive some words of advice from Bonnie Thole, her head coach and third base coach.
We'll see if Michigan tries to get a little fancy here with Conway on first. 6 stolen bases.
It's a Wolverines team that also isn't afraid to bunt a runner over with nobody out, and then you'd get Conway in scoring position for Ava Costalis. We'll see what the sign is from Bonnie Thole to Ella Stevenson, the freshman right fielder. Janisa Conway, the freshman center fielder, on first. Stevenson settles into the right-handed box first, but to her bunt squared around. Pitch was low and in, skips past Avery Parker, and Conway easily sneaks up to second. That might change the equation for Bonnie Thole. Your runner now moves up to second without the bunt.
Absolutely. Michigan didn't need the bunt to get Conway over. Now a runner in scoring position for the Wolverines with no outs. The offensive output of this game just continues to be high.
So Conway on second, nobody out. Ella Stevenson will twirl the bat up now. Hands behind the head, 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-1.
We'll see what Indiana does defensively. Corners are in. Middle of the infield is standard.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses inside for a ball. 2-1 to Ella Stevenson.
Just got to keep working that count.
Stevenson slashing 154, 230, 205 so far in a freshman campaign. 1-1 pitch misses low. That, I believe, is 3-1. Our scoreboard's behind. Yes, it is 3-1. Stevenson squared around that time. Pitch went by her for a strike.
It's an interesting bunt attempt on a 3-1 count.
And that pitch would have been up for ball 4, I believe.
Absolutely it would have. So that would have put 2 runners on for Michigan. Maybe Stevenson was thrown off by the late scoreboard. Who knows?
3-2 pitch. Grounded, chopped to short on the backhand. His Benson throw is just in time at first. Throw over to third as Conway moved up. Not in time. So Conway sneaks up to third. Stevenson advanced the runner by putting the ball in play.
Absolutely.
A really nice play at short by Brooke Benson on the backhand stop, and then a nice throw over to get a speedy runner in Stevenson.
That was some quality softball there. Quality base running, quality defense. Benson made a nice play over to Stone. He made a nice play over to third. And then Conway, though, able to beat the throw.
First pitch to Costales is grounded just foul past the third base bag. But now with 1 out, Conway on third. If Costales can put this ball into the outfield, Conway likely able to tag up.
Even a ground ball to the middle of the infield. I mean, Van Brandt at second is playing at the grass. So you'd think a light grounder over there would also score Conway.
0-1, Ava Costales checked her swing and let it go by for a ball. 1-1 now to the freshman designated player. Copeland sets 1-1 pitch. Low and in. Ava Costales ahead 2-1 now on Bree Copeland.
Copeland seems to be struggling a bit more at the command this inning. A couple wild pitches.
Here's the 2-1. Big swing and a foul tip into the glove. 2-2. Conway on third. 5-4 Hoosiers. 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Costales back in the box. 2-2 pitch. Ripped foul. Third base side. Bonnie Thole quick down to a squat.
Oh, yeah. Still got that reaction time from the playing days. Costales loves that third base line. 2 hard-hit foul balls down there this at-bat.
When Costales barrels up a ball, it comes off the bat in a hurry. 2-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Popped up over our heads behind home plate. Out of play. We'll do it over at 2-2. As Costales seeks to drive in the tying run, Janisa Conway aboard at third. She walked, advanced to second on a wild pitch, moved to third on a ground out. 2-2 pitch to Costales, way away. Nice snag by Avery Parker on the backhand of the left-handed batter's box. And the count is now full to Ava Costales.
Really nice snag there by Parker behind the plate. Could have saved a run. We'll see what happens.
Here's the 3-2. Upstairs. Easy take there and a nice at-bat for Ava Costales. Fouled off a good chunk of pitches and works a walk.
Runners at first and third now for Michigan. And sometimes teams like to get fancy in this position offensively, although Costales 0 stolen base attempts this season.
Bonnie Thole will pinch run for Costales.
Which makes sense.
Not an unusual sight there for the Wolverines. Maddie Ramey, a regular pinch runner for Michigan, will trot out to first before being brought back in by Bonnie Thole as she'll talk some strategy here with Ella McVeigh, her first base coach Faith Canfield, and Maddie Ramey. Conway on third. Once again, I imagine Costales will re-enter the game. It doesn't play her next time she's due up. But for now, with 1 out, the Wolverines get an upgraded runner and Maddie Ramey on first.
So Ramey, 1 successful stolen base this season, 3 attempts. We'll see if Michigan tries to do something creative on the base paths with 1 out, runners on the corners. Or they could have just put Ramey in there for the long-term base running. We'll see in terms of, a possible extra base hit here.
5-4 Hoosiers. Runners on the corners for Michigan. Conway at third. The pinch runner Ramey at first. Ella Stevenson 2 up. She wiped off home plate with her glove to help out Sergio Villarreal before he'd get there with his brush. Last time McVeigh walked, the center fielder Kettleman was brought in to play left side of the infield, and Cora Bass, the right fielder, shifted to center. No such sight this time with runners on the corners. And 1 out. Ella McVeigh will look to tie this game up for Michigan, and the winning run on first, or the leading run rather. First pitch to McVeigh upstairs for a ball, 1-0. If McVeigh can reach, Ellie Sealer in the top of the order due to follow her. Here's the 1-0. That one is slapped into left field, and it'll split the left and center fielders. Conway around to score. Ramey to third, and Ella McVeigh with an RBI double. This game is tied at 5.
Great timing there on the hit from McVeigh as Michigan ties the game. Got runners still on second and third, so we're not done yet in the top of the fourth here. Only 1 out as well. Top of the order for Michigan. They're in a great spot.
And that'll spell the end of the day. For Brianna Copeland. And Sophie Kleiman, who was initially booked to start, the sophomore from Evansville, Indiana, will come in. Enters this one with a 2.63 ERA, 64 innings pitched. And she'll warm up to replace Bree Copeland. 5-5, runners on second and third. In what has been an explosive offensive performance for both teams. So Kleiman, the right-hander, will replace a fellow righty in Copeland. The Wolverines saw Copeland very well. Crossed 5 on her with 2 more owed to her on second and third. So not the dream day the Hoosier ace Bree Copeland was hoping for. And the Wolverines look for more on Sophie Kleiman. Ellie Sealer up to the plate, top of the lineup. Ramey on third, McVeigh on second. Both run well for the Wolverines. Sealer will dig into the left-handed batter's box. Corner infield in tight on Ellie Sealer. Middle infield in fairly in as well. First pitch low for a ball. The Hoosier infield trying to hold these runners at second and third with 1 out. 1-0 pitch, misses away. No, it caught the corner, 1-1. I got ahead of myself. Sergio Villarreal put the fist in the air. 1-1. Kleiman, right foot on the third base side of the rubber, rocks 1-1 pitch. Line to center on the slide, making the catch is Kettleman. Conway will tag, throw his way up the third base line. Ramey will tag from third. Not Conway, my apologies. And she will score. Sealer delivers with a sac fly. Michigan takes a 6-5 lead.
Did her job. Sealer doing her job, scoring the runner. Michigan retakes the lead, still a runner in scoring position. And McVeigh, good choice by her not to tag, I think.
McVeigh on second. First pitch to Innie Langford. Squared around a bunt, pulled it back. Pitch missed low and away. And now the slap hitter, Indiana Langford, will look to keep the Wolverines going here in the top of the fourth inning. 2 outs, runner on second. Kleiman rocks second pitch. Missed for a ball, 1-1. Langford will spin the bat up. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bunt squared around. It's a beauty. Back to Kleiman. Off of her glove. Never going to get Langford off of that. Speed kills.
Speed kills, and it also makes you nervous if you're Kleiman. Looked like she was thinking a bit too much about it. was a simple, slow ground ball, unable to field that cleanly. And Michigan now runners on the corners with Langford on first.
McVeigh on third, and the big bat of Matty Erickson ripped a 2 RBI double last time up in the third. And with 2 outs, she'll look for something similar here. Runners on the corners. Kleiman will toe the rubber, checks the wristband. Rocks, here's the first pitch to Erickson, in for a strike. Langford takes off to second, hesitated on the pump fake. Throw didn't come from Parker, and then Langford snuck the rest of the way up to second. So runners on second and third now.
Langford took off and started jogging in the middle of the way through, almost as if she wanted to draw a throw.
Check swing, but it comes off of the glove of Parker. McVeigh will score. Langford to third, and on the wild pitch, the Wolverines take a 7-5 lead.
Wild pitches have been the source of many runs here this afternoon. Another one there for the Wolverines.
1-1 count to Matty Erickson. Runner on third is the speedy Indy Langford. Indiana Langford playing in Indiana. Pitch to Erickson, up and away for a ball.
He's been waiting to say that one, folks.
I mean, it's too obvious, right?
It's a little too obvious. You're going to have to. Got to mention
I got to do better, really, is what it is. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Kleiman to Erickson. Big chop, grounded shallow to short on the charge. Benson, throw on the sidearm is in time. Nicely done by Brooke Benson.
Yep.
And that'll send us to the bottom of the 4th inning. 7-5, Wolverines.
We've had 5 straight half innings of scoring against teams that started 2 pitchers with sub 2.0 ERAs coming into the season. This game is going off scripts for both of these teams' second Big Ten series of the season. Different kind of ball game, but Michigan able to retake the lead, 7-5. Saying hi via the broadcast cam, coming up soon. There we are.
Alex Miller alongside me.
Who put those
Owen
names in there?
Klein.
It looks really nice.
Oh, I didn't transition it. There we
There
go.
it is.
There we go. Got a little graphic going in this one. So, Alex Miller, Owen Klein, a pleasure to be with you in Bloomington for this one.
Beautiful day here in Bloomington. Kind of picked up this road trip, not really last minute, but on the fly while we're making softball crews, and happy to have our softball king on the call with me, man.
And he looks so cool in the Aviators,
I
huh?
love the Aviators. You have to. It's sunny out here sometimes. It's gotten a little shadier, but the look is what counts, right?
We've been greeted by an exciting ball game to open this series. 7-5 Wolverines, bottom of the 4th. Lauren Durkowski will drop back out into the circle. Brooke Benson in the box for the Hoosiers, rips the ball to right center field. On the run, Ellis Stevenson takes one away in the right center field alley.
Perfect jump on the ball there by Stevenson out and right. So being an outfielder is about. I played in high school. Stevenson does a much better job than I did. But that is what now being an outfielder is about, making adrenaline-producing plays like that on the run. Great play there by Stevenson.
First pitch to Cora Bassett. Misses low and in as the Hoosier lineup turns over to the top. Bassett and Bree Copeland due up behind her. Cora Bassett, right-handed batter's box. Here's the 1-0 pitch to the righty. Up and away for a ball. Bassett, redshirt senior from Newburgh, Indiana. Great season last year, second team All-Big Ten. The year before, Big Ten first team. The year before at Purdue was Big Ten second team. Illustrious Big Ten career. 2-0 pitch, big swing and a miss on the rise ball upstairs from Durkowski.
And it's interesting, as high scoring and offensive as this game has been, Indiana's 1 and 2 hitters, Bassett and Copeland, haven't gotten on base. They're combined 0 of 4. Bassett sits at 324 coming into this game. Copeland at 366. Obviously, Copeland also in the circle for the Hoosiers this afternoon. It's been an odd game statistically, but it's been a fun one.
Bassett receives some words for the wise from her third base coach and head coach, Shonda Stanton. Now she'll head back over, tap the plate, and dig into the right-handed batter's box. 2-1 count, 1 out, nobody aboard. 7-5, Michigan, bottom of the fourth. Durkowski rocks. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In the zone for a strike, 2-2.
Durkowski still seems on the money. Copeland, for IU in the circle, seemed to have lost that control a bit, and that's why IU went elsewhere with their pitching. But Durkowski staying strong here in the circle.
2-2. Durkowski rocks. Here's the pitch to Bassett. Misses low and away. Close pitch there, but Bassett didn't cut, and Sergio Villarreal respected the choice. Count is full now. Durkowski sets. Relaxes the shoulders. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Upstairs, and it's ripped into left center field. Conway on the move. Can't get there. It's off the wall. Bassett will turn to second. Cut off to McVeigh. To Langford. Went past McVeigh to Langford, and Bassett is safe at second with a 1-out double. A rip. Got a high pitch and got her hands up and ripped it into left center.
Absolutely. That ball was out of the zone, but Bassett did not care. Took that thing to left center. Extra base hit. Fielded cleanly by Conway out there in center for the Wolverines.
Conway was on her horse, but still couldn't get to that ball in the left center field alley.
Good jump, too.
And now Bree Copeland will dig in with Bassett on second. Durkowski rocks. Here's the pitch with 1 out. Misses away for ball number 1. 1-0 count. Bassett on second. Durkowski rocks. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses inside. 2-0 now to Bree Copeland.
And Valamon also behind the dish, the catcher for the Wolverines, doing a nice job of framing some of these pitches. Now, that wasn't called a strike, but she's been framing these pitches all night. And Villarreal, the umpire behind the plate, has not been too friendly, but love that Valamon's still framing them.
2-0 pitch misses inside for a ball. And now Copeland ahead 3-0. Open base with Bassett on second with 1 out. Durkowski sets. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Caught the zone right over the heart of the plate, 3-1. Durkowski never one to give in, even behind 3-0 to a powerful bat and Bree Copeland. Sets, rocks. Here's the 3-1 pitch. On the ground, a second. Indy Langford on the charge. Throw in time to first to get Copeland. Bassett moves up to third. But now 2 down. And Durkowski can strand the runner at third if she can dispatch the 3-hitter, Taylor Minnick, who's back in after being pinch run for by Aaliyah Andrews previously. No surprise that the Hoosiers, would return this bat. Minnick is dangerous as they come in the Big Ten.
Yeah, you'd think with 368 average they'd return her.
First pitch to her, off speed, misses away for a ball, 1-0. Runner on third, Cora Bassett. Michigan leading 7-5 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Durkowski sets, rocks. Here's the 1-0 pitch. High fly to left center field. Ellie Sealer calls off Conway and makes the catch. And strands Bassett at third. We'll head to the top of the fifth, 7-5 Wolverines.
First scoreless inning since the bottom of the first. Get a breath of fresh air. Durkowski continues to roll.
And Sophie Kleiman will trot back into the circle for the Hoosiers. 7-5 Wolverines. They'll look to extend their lead here in the top of the fifth inning. A pleasure to be with you in Bloomington. We're in a bit of a enclosed press box. No exterior window that opened, so we have really no gnat sound. So apologies that I wish just as much as anyone listening that we could hear the ball pound into the glove.
We should have some tomorrow, though.
We're supposed to be outside the next 2 days here, and hopefully weather permits us to complete those broadcasts. This is going to be a really fun series. If this one hasn't shown you, both teams' bats can come alive in a hurry. And if you've been keeping track of Michigan all season, this is a pitching staff that at times has been dominant. And that's always an interesting contrast to face off. 7-5 Wolverines. They'll look for more, and it's 4, 5, and 6. Kiki Thole leads it off. She has been on fire. And today had a homer in the second that she crushed to dead center, and an RBI single in the third that was crushed off the high wall in left field. 190 in both the corners here at Andy Moorfield, 220 in dead center. Similar dimensions to Carol Hutchins back home, just a little bit more shallow in the corners here in Bloomington. 7-5 Wolverines. Here's the first pitch in the top of the fifth from Kleiman to Thole. Misses low and in for a ball.
And Kleiman in the circle for the Hoosiers. Struggled as of late. 19 hits in about the last 6 innings for Kleiman. We'll see if Michigan can capitalize.
1-0 pitch, paints the corner for a strike, 1-1. Kiki Thole, the senior from Tinley Park, Illinois. 1-1 pitch is ripped to center. Kiki Thole's 3 for 3. What a great day for the senior.
What a 3-hit day for Kiki. She's been the heart of this Michigan lineup, which is produced offensively brilliantly this afternoon.
She'll get pinch run for by the freshman from Queen Creek, Arizona, Lexi Delamonica. As we said about Taylor Minnick of the Hoosiers, boy, I'm very confident that Kiki Thole will re-enter this game, and as she continues her 3 for 3 day for the Wolverines. Lily Valamont will bat with the speedy runner Delamonica on first. Valamont, the redshirt freshman, has started every game for the Wolverines at either catcher, first base, or designated player. The redshirt freshman from Trenton, Michigan, Bonnie Thole and co. have made it a priority to get her in the lineup. Here's the first pitch to her from Kleiman. Right down the plate for a strike. Delamonica aboard at first. Kleiman will toe the third base side of the rubber. Rocks, here's the 0-1 pitch. Low and away for a ball, 1-1.
Delamonica, 2 successful stolen bags this season on 3 attempts.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Caught the inside part of the plate. Lily Valamont didn't seem to like it.
I don't blame her. That call has been a ball mostly today for both teams.
It's 1-2 now. Runner on first, Delamonica. 1-2 pitch. That one low and away. Skipped in front of Avery Parker, the Hoosier catcher. Valamont will look down to Bonnie Thole at third for the sign. Now re-dig in the right-handed batter's box. 2-2 count. Runner on first is Delamonica. Here's the 2-2 from Kleiman. Fouled it off her own ankle. Did Valamont. That can't feel too good.
Nope. Slight limp in the step, but Valamont's ready to go.
Valamont, the Wolverine catcher, certainly has had her fair share of softballs.
Absolutely.
Into the body blows, but
no stranger to that.
She'll tough it out. 2-2 pitch coming from Kleiman. Runner on first is Delamonica. Kleiman checks the wristband. Infield, outfield, straight up. Kleiman rocks. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one is laced on a line to left field on the charge. Makes the catch with a dive is Taylor Minnick. And that'll retire Valamont.
In baseball and softball, in the outfield, you're taught upon contact, your first step's got to be back. Now, Minnick did that, but that was a shallow, soft hit ball, so she had to really come in on that and made a great diving play to do so. Perfect execution there out there in left field by Minnick.
1 out. That'll bring up Conway. First pitch to her misses low and away. Janisa Conway, the freshman from Olivehurst, California. A strikeout in the second, a walk in the fourth. Lexi Delamonica, fellow freshman on first. That pitch there misses low and away. 2-0.
I want to go back to that pop out by Minnick. That was a big play. We've seen a lot of offensive output be produced by pass balls in the outfield.
1-0 fouled off to the first base side.
Yep. So that was a big play there from Minnick to, again, with a runner on first and Delamonica, to mitigate any other possible damage.
1-1, 1 out. Kleiman rocks. Here's the pitch to Conway, low and away. Backhanded by Avery Parker. And now 3-1 hitters count for Janisa Conway. Here's the 3-1. That's back right where it came from, on the ground and through up the middle for a base hit for Conway. And now 2 aboard with 1 out. Ella Stevenson, and boy, what a young core right now. It's a freshman Delamonica on second, a freshman Conway at first, a freshman Stevenson at the plate, and a freshman Costales on deck. And Delamonica is pinch running for a redshirt freshman in Lily Valamont.
Well, this team is 21-11 playing against a 23-9 team on the road. I mean, if it's not about the now and about the future.
First pitch to Stevenson, caught the outside part of the plate for a strike, 0-1.
Got to feel good if you're a program that's succeeding with a lot of young players in your lineup, regardless of the sport.
0-1 from Kleiman, grounded back to her. She'll go to third. Throw was low. Boy, that's an error by Sophie Kleiman. Had a lot of time to get Delamonica, and a very short throw just dirted it.
And Kleiman's, it's the second play where she struggled in regards to fielding. I believe back in the third or fourth, she missed after the fourth, I believe, mishandled a ground ball, and now what normally would be a routine throw over to third from the circle, from the outer edge of the circle, kind of skips that one in to Cooper at third. So Michigan with the bases loaded now, 1 out. Big opportunity here.
And Ava Costales digs in for Michigan. Bases loaded. Here's the first pitch to Costales. Big cut. It's hit hard to right field. That's over the head of Bassett. Run 1 scores. Here comes Conway rounding. She is across. Ava Costales rips the ball to right field. And Michigan scores 2 more, 9-5 Wolverines. What are you laughing at, buddy?
I mean, that was that was great. Right fielder Bassett out there kind of froze as that ball went over her head. How about these freshmen? That was all freshmen there. All freshmen for Michigan. Made that play happen. 2-run deep single to right for Ava Costales. Has my play-by-play commentator fired up, and rightfully so. I mean, this Michigan team has been on fire at the plate and on the base paths. 10 hits. Not even through 5 innings yet. 9 runs on the board. The icing on top is the freshmen are making these plays out here.
And a pitching change will come.
You should fire up that camera.
For the Hoosiers, Macy Montgomery, the senior. We can get some broadcast cam action going. I'm Alex Miller, alongside me, Owen Klein. Is Macy Montgomery, the senior. 2.0 ERA over 21 innings pitched this season. And I've got to get excited over an Ava Costales blast.
Yeah,
and
as you should.
As you sort of illustrated, Bassett started in, and I say this a lot. It's not exactly an original thought, but when you hit the ball hard, good things happen, and Minnick had to make a Bassett had to make a split-second decision out there in right field, and that ball just kept carrying over her head.
It did keep carrying, and she kind of stood frozen. Remember, first step back. Bassett might have taken that first step back, but that ball just kept floating, as you said, Alex. Michigan able to tack on 2 more, cushion that lead a bit.
In the threat of this inning, far from over, runners on the corners. Stevenson on third, Costales at first. Last time she was pinch run for by Ramey in a similar spot. This time, Costales will run for herself at first base. Ella McVeigh will dig in. First pitch of the day for Macy Montgomery is upstairs for a ball.
Montgomery, one of the less experienced pitchers on this Hoosier team. Only 21 innings so far compared to the starter Copeland's 91 coming into this game and Kleiman's 64 coming into this game.
Here's the 1-0 to McVeigh. That one caught the outside corner for a strike, 1-1.
Still a good ERA, though, at 2 exactly.
Runners on the corner. Stevenson at third. Pitch to McVeigh. Fouled up and away on the third base side. 1-2 now. Macy Montgomery, the senior, last year at a 6.56 ERA. This year it's sitting at 2. And she's had an efficient bounce-back senior campaign. Here's the 1-2 to McVeigh upstairs. She'll dig back in. 2-2, 1 out. Runners on the corners. 2-2 pitch. Sky to left field on the charges. Minnick, she'll make the catch. Stevenson stunted a tag home from third, then holds up. So now 2 outs, and the Wolverines hopes to continue to extend this 9-5 lead. Following the leadoff woman, Ellie Sealer.
I like the decision there by Bonnie Thole to keep Stevenson at third. What do you think about that? Shallow ball and left.
Ball wasn't hit too far. I mean, you put a lot of pressure on Minnick to make a throw on the money at home.
Now, right?
And now 2 outs. But Ellie Sealer has been hot.
I wouldn't have minded being aggressive there, but I also don't mind the conservative play calling.
Pitch for Montgomery upstairs to open up the at-bat with Sealer. 1-0 count, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Stevenson at third, Costalis at first base. Montgomery rocks, here's the pitch. Sealer rips that ball to right. That is way back. That is gone. Ellie Sealer goes yard, a 3-run shot. How about it, Sealer? Her 3rd homer of the year, and it's a big one. Wolverines go up 12-5. How about this offense, Owen?
It doesn't seem to matter who's in the circle for Indiana. Michigan is on pace, and they're on target here this afternoon. An insane 12 runs, and we're not even through 5. Against a good Indiana team. I mean, these are pitchers that have sub-2 ERAs. This is a 23-9 Hoosier team. It's not like we're at the beginning of the season. This is a seasoned Big Ten team. In Michigan, showing off the bats this afternoon. They're up 7.
First pitch to Indy Langford, in for a strike. But, man, what an offensive output this has been for the Michigan Wolverines, top to bottom. 0-1, slapped foul by Langford. Every starter for Michigan has a hit except for Lily Valamont. Base is cleared now, 2 outs, 0-2 pitch to Indy Langford, slapped foul again on the third base side. 12-5. Wolverines. Macy Montgomery rocks. Here's the 0-2 again to Langford. Squared around a bunt, pulled it back. With 2 strikes on her. Would have had to lay that one into fair territory, but the infield did move back a little bit on her with the 2 strikes, and if Langford could put it into fair territory, it's likely a base hit for the speedster. Here's the 1-2. Again squared around a bunt. Again pulled it back. Again let it go by. And again a ball called 2-2 with 2 outs. 2-2 count, 2 outs for number 44, Indy Langford. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slapped foul, third base side. Langford, 2 for 3 today. Struck out in the third, a rare swinging K for the Michigan slap hitter. Not a lot of swing and miss in this bat at general. Langford really good at just sticking that bat over the plate, knocking it foul as she's done in this at-bat. 2-2 pitch, misses away. And Indy Langford's worked the count full at 3-2.
And not only have these Michigan hitters put the ball in play and put it deep in play, but they've worked these counts super well throughout this game.
Here's the 3-2 ticker. Bunt squared around.
Wow.
It's a beauty. Played at third. Throw is just in time by Cooper. Langford sort of misstepped on first base and fell down. What a play on the charge by Cooper. I didn't think she'd have a chance to get Langford.
She's been impressive at third today. Nice running play through a laser over to first as Stone at first for Indiana is ensuring that Langford okay. It's a good show of sportsmanship.
12-5. What an offensive output in this one as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Meanwhile, Indy Langford is staying out at first, so I believe they're going to review this. Avery Parker, the catcher, had taken off her gear and is now putting it back on.
Yep.
She would have been due up to lead off the inning for the Hoosiers. We'll see. They'll take a look at this. Alex Miller alongside me, Owen Klein. A pleasure to make the trip down to Bloomington for this one. We've got a fun weekend planned ahead of us. 2 more games this weekend of 2 fun softball teams. Tomorrow morning, I think I'm getting brunch with an old friend from high school. You're going out for dinner tonight with an old friend. And
should be fun.
It's a good trip. One of the
It
cool
is a good
things
trip.
WCBN Sports lets us do is get on the road for some of these trips and go see some new places. I've never been to Bloomington before.
Neither have I. And
Yeah.
thank you to all who were able to donate for Giving Blue Day. Thank you to everyone that tunes in. That is what allows us to do things like this, which is so awesome and so much fun. I mean, we do it for the sports. We do it for these athletes, these student athletes here. But the perks of seeing some old buddies that just happen to go to IU.
Yeah.
So things like that is truly what makes this special, and we can't thank you all enough. And these student athletes in the University of Michigan, it's been a great time, and we're going to have a fun weekend here in Bloomington.
They will call Langford out at first, so the Michigan defense will trot back out. Lauren Durkowski will stay in the circle, but absolutely, this is such a cool opportunity that we've got. I mean, I've been all over the country this year with this Michigan softball team, and it's been some really memorable moments, and very grateful for those opportunities.
Absolutely. This is a fun softball team, too.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of personality, a good team. It's a young team, like we've said, 4 straight freshmen in the lineup.
This team next year, I mean, they're going to be really good. You lose the senior Kiki Thole, but your starting lineup that has been the regular lineup, Thole's your only senior. And Jess LeBeau as well, and the pitching staff is a senior. Other than that,
Only
a bunch
2
of
juniors.
underclassmen, and then the juniors, McVeigh and Sealer at the top and bottom of the order. It's a really young and upcoming team, and they're already a threat in the Big Ten.
You look at Maddie Erickson, 350, only a sophomore. Started every game so far this season. Obviously, the 4 straight freshmen we've talked about. Durkowski's still got a year left after this. Bright days ahead for Michigan softball, certainly. Bright days now for Michigan softball.
Kiki Thole re-enters at first base. And we'll say goodbye to our broadcaster cam for the moment.
Okay,
We've been on for a little while. We'll be
everybody,
back.
don't
You
worry.
get to see our shining faces, and we'll get back underway. 4-5-6. Avery Parker leads off against Durkowski. First pitch to her. Swing and a miss. Nasty off speed there for Durkowski.
Love it. And Durkowski's been great with the off speed so far this afternoon. Really changing things up, making the vision difficult for these Hoosier batters.
Durkowski rocks. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Parker. Another off speed, and Parker swung all over it.
Way out in front of that one, Parker was. Durkowski got complete control. I mean, 5 runs for Indiana, sure. But the placement's been great.
Durkowski ahead 0-2. Rocks. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball missed away.
A little too far out. Might have lost that one.
Bonnie Thole, Jennifer Brundage, and the rest of this Michigan staff so comfortable with Durkowski. No matter how she's been hit on the day, they will leave her out there. She is trusted by a staff, as you'll see. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Parker. Hit her. Missed inside, got a piece of her leg, and Avery Parker will take first base on the hit by pitch. And it works out for her, was behind 1-2.
Interesting. As this game goes along, you start to think about the control, or maybe beginning to be the lack thereof, for Lauren Durkowski. Started that at bat with 2 strikes, then went outside way too far and just hit the batter. First hit batter of the afternoon.
Allie Van Brandt digs in. Here's the first pitch to her from Durkowski. Slapped foul on the third base side. Van Brandt 2 for 2 today. With that, the batting average creeping toward 400. It's at 397.
Impressive.
The freshman, Michigan native, Ottawa Lake, Michigan, the only Michigander on this Hoosier roster, and she is having a great freshman season. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and Durkowski slapped foul again into the netting on the third base side. And she falls behind Durkowski 0-2.
You're not kidding. 2 of 2 tonight. 2 runs, 1 RBI. I think the home state school maybe gave her a little jolt of energy.
Durkowski working quickly. Sets, rocks. Here's the 0-2 pitch upstairs. Valamont out of the crouch, keeping an eye on Avery Parker in her 6 stolen bags. 6 for 6 on first base. Parker, the jersey's been dirtied, playing catcher and on the base paths today. Here's the 1-2 from Durkowski, Van Brandt just stuck out the bat and knocked it foul on the third base side. We'll do it over at 1-2.
And Valamont's been aware of everything this afternoon behind the plate. Reaction time's been great, getting out of that stance very quickly with runners on base. And Indiana's a great base running team. Steals a lot of bases.
Durkowski will settle back in. Rocks, here's the 1-2 pitch. Grounded to short. McVeigh on the charge. Won't go to second, goes to first, and cuts down Van Brandt. But Parker advances to second.
Nice play there on the run from McVeigh. Kind of reminded me of that play by Alex Cooper at third for Indiana last inning to end it. On the run, fluid motion, nonstop.
But Parker advances to second on the fielder's choice, so it's effectively the same as if Van Brandt had sacked Bunter there. So now 1 out, runner on second for Sarah Stone. First pitch is ripped, and it'll paint the line on the first base side. The runner comes home. Parker from second. Stone held up at second. Sarah Stone with a stand-up RBI double. She had a 2-run homer in the second, an RBI single in the third, and now another RBI on a double here in the fifth. 12-6 Wolverines.
And that, like you said, Alex, that hit painted the first base line. Kind of tailed away, but ended up getting down and bouncing fair. Still a 6-run game, and Indiana's bats are fiery. They have been all season. So this game is far from over. Gotta hunker down and quell the damage if you're Michigan.
Stone will get pinch run for by Chloe Geyer, the sophomore from Frankfort, Illinois. So she'll stand on second now with 1 out. And the 7-hitter, Cassidy Kettleman, digging in. A really great day for Sarah Stone. 3 for 3. All 3 knocks have had at least an RBI attached to them. Durkowski sets. Rocks. Here's the first pitch to Kettleman. In there for a strike. It's a busy day here at Andy Moore Field.
It is busy.
The stands are pretty full. There's some fans watching out on this hill in left field. So here's the 0-1 from Durkowski. Bunt was squared around and pulled back by Kettleman. There's also some fans on a concourse sort of on the third base side.
Reminds me of Pepsi Porch if you've ever been to Comerica Park.
Oh, Comerica Park. Bottom of the fifth. Here's the 1-1 for Durkowski. Bunt squared around. It's a beauty. Dirk will play it. No throw to first. Cassidy Kettleman bunts for a base hit. And now there's runners on the corners with 1 out.
Indiana's a good, mature bunting team. Kettleman flew down that line. No chance for Durkowski to make that play. Runners in the corners with 1 out. Things can get crazy in these situations. Don't want anything to get too out of hand if you're Michigan here. I don't think you respond with anything crazy if you're Michigan. Again, only 1 out.
Lauren Durkowski will look to work out of another jam here. She's on the third base side of the rubber. Rocks. Here's the first pitch to Alex Cooper, fouled back off the netting. 0-1. 0-1, runners on the corners. Durkowski sets. Rocks, here's the pitch to Cooper. Misses away for a ball. 1-1. One out. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch to Kettleman. Bunt squared around. Foul. Nice bare hand by Lily Valamont behind the dish on that foul bunt. 1-2 now to Cooper. The pinch runner, Geyer on third. Cassidy Kettleman on first.
Likely takes the bunt out of the equation here for Cooper with 2 strikes.
Durkowski, right foot back on the rubber, left foot back, heel in the air. Rocks, here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big time strikeout.
Big time.
For Lauren Durkowski.
Absolutely. We've had a couple of those moments, right? Some big Dirk strikeouts in critical moments. 2 outs. Big weight lifted off of Michigan's shoulders. Not done yet, but don't have to worry about the runners at all with 2 outs.
Brooke Benson has to pass the baton if the Hoosiers want to keep this inning going. First pitch to her, she takes for a ball, 1-0. Geyer on third, Kettleman on first. Wolverines lead 12-6. Big at bat if the Hoosiers want to cut back into this one here. Here's the 1-0. Close pitch taken for a ball, 2-0 to Benson.
I'd imagine that Kettleman attempts to steal relatively soon with 2 outs and 2 strikes. I'm surprised she hasn't already.
2-0, runners on the corners, 2 outs. Durkowski rocks, here's the pitch. That one caught the outside corner for a strike, 2-1.
1 strike, sorry.
It's because you took the aviators off.
I did take the aviators off right when that happened, so I'll blame that.
2-1 count, 2 outs, runners on the corners, infield, standard depth. They just need a force to get out of the inning. Durkowski rocks, here's the 2-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Big chop for Benson.
2 straight strikes.
And now 2-2 count with 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Durkowski will settle back onto the rubber. Sets. Rocks back. Here's the 2-2 pitch upstairs. 3-2.
Might have lost that one there.
And the count fills with the runners on the corners. Benson at the dish. Durkowski sets. Rocks, here's the ticker. Swing and a miss. Durkowski blew it by her.
Wow.
And Strands 2 on the corners. We'll head to the top of the 6th, 12-6. Wolverines big time back-to-back strikeouts for Durkowski.
If we had a studio producer, I'd ask him, or with runners on base, because it's got to be at least 3 or 4.
But alas, without a producer, you've got to track that info down yourself.
I probably should be doing that. It's a tough stat, though, but Durkowski, just by the feel of it, has been doing a lot of that this afternoon. A lot of critical strikeouts as they get out of that inning, only surrendering 1 run. It felt like a little bit more. Michigan still firmly in control, so we head to the top of the 6th.
12-6.
And I don't think Michigan plans on slowing down offensively. I mean, they've scored in 4 straight innings.
You know something, Owen? We never got that Chick-fil-A.
The one here.
Yeah, we were offered.
I thought we both kind of shoot him off.
I thought we gave him. I mean, I can't even eat it. I'm allergic to peanut oil, and they fry everything in that. But I thought we gave him the thumbs up. But
okay.
Every booth besides
I thought
ours
he might have
has
interpreted
some
that as
food.
like we're good.
Well, maybe
that's what I was going for when I said that.
Well.
And there'll be some opportunities here. There's Chick-fil-A in town.
Well, I can't even eat it anyways, so we got to find something else.
Could eat the bread maybe. Lettuce.
Lettuce?
Pickles? They have good pickles.
Pickles. Old dill or new dill?
Like they're new dill. I don't know.
Really? That's a terrible take.
Is it a bad take? I don't know. What are they old dill?
No, I mean, what do you like?
Oh, I thought you were saying what were they?
No,
I don't know. I like both. I don't mind either.
I'm an old dill guy.
What do you like in the chat? Old or new dill pickle?
3-4-5 coming up for Michigan. Here's the first pitcher, Montgomery to Erickson. Whoa. Erickson was way out in front, but cranked that ball foul on the third base side.
We've had a lot of deep home runs today. That might have been the hardest hit ball. Not in the right direction, but it was a hard hit ball.
Montgomery will try to settle back down. She sets. Here's the 0-1 to Erickson. High pitch. It's sky deep to left field. Going back is Minnick. It's over the wall.
Wow.
Erickson went upstairs to grab that pitch and deposits it over the left field wall. 13-6. The Michigan Bats cannot be stopped in this one.
They cannot be stopped. Right on cue, Maddie Erickson. That one just got over the wall, but still hard hit nonetheless. I mean, I just said Michigan doesn't plan on slowing down offensively, and Maddie Erickson just showed us why.
Kiki Thole will look to follow. What an offensive performance this has been for Michigan. First pitch to Thole, big swing and a miss. Was looking to match Maddie Erickson on that one. Couldn't catch up.
Thole's got one of her own earlier in this game.
Kiki Thole, 3 for 3 today. A homer in the second, an RBI single in the third, another single in the 5th. Montgomery checks the wristband, toes the third base side of the rubber. Here's the 0-1. Misses for a ball, 1-1.
It's a good pitch there from Montgomery.
Here's the 1-1 to Thole. Big cut, fouls it back on the first base side. And now 1-2.
You know, I haven't seen a lot of looking strikes today for Michigan. The strikes that have happened have mostly been swinging.
1-2 pitch, misses up and away, 2-2.
I think a testament to just how aggressive and confident Michigan has been at the plate. It's paid off well for them. 13 runs in less than 6 innings.
2-2 to Thole, grounded to short, played on the move by Benson. Throw is in time. Brooke Benson really smooth.
Absolutely. That left side of the Hoosier infield is nice. Cooper and Benson making some nice routine plays.
Benson had to stride over towards second base, handled it with grace and ease to fire to first to retire Thole. So now 1 down, and Lily Valamont. I earlier said she was the only Wolverine starter without a hit. I misspoke. Her and Ella Stevenson are both hitless, but Valamont will look to pick up one here as her first pitch misses low and away. Lily Valamont, the bat has really picked up over the last couple weeks, and the average has climbed to 261. 1-0 pitch misses upstairs, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 for Montgomery. Caught the inside part of the plate for a strike, 2-1. Janisa Conway due to follow Lily Valamont. Montgomery will check the wristband. Rocks here's her 2-1 pitch. Valamont checked the swing at the high and away pitch, and the first base umpire, Michael Smola, will say she went around to even the count at 2 apiece. Montgomery will check the wristband. Rock here's the 2-2. Grounded back to her. She'll play it moving back, throw to first in time. Score that a 1-3 put out as Lily Valamont grounds out. And now with 2 outs, Janisa Conway will look to jumpstart the Wolverine offense.
Some good back-to-back outs there for Macy Montgomery. Going back to that Erickson home run, doesn't matter who these Hoosiers are throwing out there. Michigan just seems to be on a mission offensively.
Janisa Conway in the left-handed box. First pitch to her. Misses low and away for a ball. 1-0 to the freshman from Olivehurst, California. Conway, the everyday center fielder for the Wolverines, and she is putting together an excellent freshman campaign for the Maize and Blue. Here's the 1-0 pitch to her. In there for a strike. 1-1. Conway will tap the plate twice, bat over the shoulder. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lets it go by, away, 2-1.
These Michigan hitters have gotten used to this Villarreal strike zone. It's friendly with that outside part of the play. Doesn't call out strikes out there.
2-1 count, 2 outs, nobody aboard. Here's the 2-1 pitch, up and in, 3-1. Hitters count for Janisa Conway.
I love Conway's poise at the plate. Really, all these Michigan freshmen. I think it's part of the reason they've been so successful this year. Not timid up there at the plate.
3-1, low and away for a ball. Conway works her second walk of the day. We talked about it at the top of the show. Conway today, 2 walks, a strikeout, and a single.
Yep.
An excellent day, but somehow she leads the Wolverines in strikeouts, walks, and home runs, and she's put up a dynamic freshman campaign. And you really can't get too mad at the strikeouts when the on-base percentage is so high.
I mean, if you're getting on base or you're striking out, I don't mind it.
Ella Stevenson takes a pitch inside. The freshman right fielder seeks her first pitch of the evening. Sun has set. Lights have come on here at Andy Moore Field in Bloomington. It's still a lovely evening for some softball. 2 outs, top of the 6th, runner on first. Here's the pitch to Stevenson. Big swing and a miss. Conway goes. She's into second with a slide. Throw is off the mark wide from Avery Parker. So a stolen base for Conway puts her into scoring position with 2 outs. But Ella Stevenson needs to deliver to pass the baton and try to drive this run in.
A good grab there by Benson coming across from short.
1-1. Stevenson rips it through between short and third. Conway will turn. She's running hard. Throw to the plate. Not in time. Conway in with a dive. Stevenson will turn to second. She'll be held up there as Macy Montgomery, the pitcher, tracks down the ball behind home plate. Ella Stevenson delivers. Janisa Conway hobbling a little bit. Might have just gotten scratched a little by the dirt on the dive. Boy, she was in a hurry as she turned around third.
Yeah, nonstop on the run. Thole from third base, Bonnie Thole, waved Conway to third, but Conway didn't see her, so Conway stays at second regardless. RBI double was for Stevenson.
Stevenson, big RBI knock there, 14-6 Michigan. Costalis now up with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to her. Upstairs for a ball. Michigan now leads by 8. So if they can get 3 outs without allowing a run in the bottom of the 6th, the 8-run rule would come into effect to end this game after 6 frames. Here's the 1-0 to Costalis, away for a ball, 2-0. Montgomery, 2-0 pitch. Costalis rips it to left field. Stevenson's going to turn. Misplayed by Minnick in left. Stevenson comes across. Ava Costalis delivers again for Michigan. 15-6. What an outpouring of offense today by the Wolverines. And in particular, this bottom of the order has been phenomenal for Michigan.
The freshmen combining for 6 runs. The 4 freshmen in the lineup.
I shouldn't say in particular, though. In the top 4, all have multi-hit days.
Across the order.
Across the order.
Yes.
I mean, that's how you score 15 runs, eh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And these freshmen combined 6 runs, 4 hits. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. Not to mention a quality Indiana team that's undefeated at home. They're 8-0. Michigan on the road. True road games, that is. They're 1-6.
The Hoosiers will go to a pitching change. They'll pull over their third baseman, Alex Cooper, the freshman, into the circle. Bree Copeland will trot to the dugout. She'll play the hot corner. So Alex Cooper, the freshman, so far this season, 2.1 frames, no runs allowed. She'll enter in what is now largely mop-up duty as the Wolverines lead 15-6. What a day for the Wolverine Bats.
Again, crazier things have happened in softball. Get the insurance. Get all the insurance you can. I'd imagine they tried out Durkowski for the bottom of the 6th.
And as I mentioned a few moments ago, run rule is on, so if the Wolverines can shut the Hoosiers down in the bottom of the 6th, that would do it for this one. 15-6, Costalis runs aboard at first. Ella McVeigh will look to continue the Wolverine barrage in this inning. And the freshman, Alex Cooper, will get a chance to pitch. Here's the first pitch of her day, in for a strike to Ella McVeigh.
Cooper, an excellent job there defensively at third throughout the first 5.2 innings of this game.
Here's the 0-1. That one in for a strike as well, taken by Ella McVeigh on the checked swing. And Cooper ahead 0-2 as she looks to get an out here to cap this inning off. Costalis aboard at first. McVeigh will tap the plate twice. Squares around a bunt. She'll certainly pull back 0-2. She does. Takes the pitch away for a ball, 1-2.
This is Cooper's was only her 4th appearance of the season.
The freshman working all the way over on the third base side of the rubber. Rocks, here's the 1-2. Pitch misses away. 2-2 now to the veteran shortstop, Ella McVeigh. Cooper checks the wristband. Rocks, here's the 2-2. Third straight pitch away for a ball, and the count is full. Cooper with the motion. The set glove in throwing hand, come to the chest, and then separate as she fires. 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the full count pitch, fouled back off the netting by McVeigh. My bad there. Full count again now. 15-6 Michigan. 15 runs on 14 hits for the Wolverines. Full count ticker again from Cooper. Off speed is fouled back by McVeigh.
That net is working hard behind the plate.
The net has taken some shots in this
Really
one.
has. Credit to McVeigh, though. It's because both these teams are battling at the plate. Part of the reason that we've got a combined 21 runs.
McVeigh will settle back into the left-handed box. Here's another 3-2 pitch. On the ground, past a diving Copeland, past a diving Benson into the outfield. Ella McVeigh with a base hit. Split the left side of the Hoosier defense perfectly. And now there's 2 aboard for Ellie Sealer and the top of the Michigan order.
Michigan just keeps on putting it on Indiana. Doesn't matter the pitcher. Doesn't matter the number of outs. Totaling 15 hits so far this afternoon. 9-run cushion for the Wolverines. And they're looking for more with 2 aboard.
Here's the first pitch to Sealer, taken for a ball away. Ellie Sealer, a ground out in the first, a double in the third, a sac fly in the fourth, and a 3-run shot to right field last time up in the fifth. Here's a 1-0 pitch to her, taken for a strike. But Ellie Sealer is continuing what has been a phenomenal junior campaign for the Monroe, Michigan native. Batting average climbing to .372. Just hit her 3rd homer of the year, exceeding her number from last year. Here's the 1-1 to her, off speed upstairs, 2-1. Runners on the corners. Costales at second, McVeigh at first. Wolverines lead 15-6. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled back. If you take away the netting, take away the glass, we might have a souvenir.
Multiple souvenirs.
Well, I just think that one was coming right to us.
Yeah.
2-2, 2 outs, 2 aboard. Top of the 6th. Cooper rocks. Here's the pitch. Misses away. Another full count here. The Wolverine bats have been very patient at the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. Their approach has been great. Great vision. Not a lot of looking strikes.
Cooper checks the wristband now. Sets. Here's the 3-2. Sealer stuck the bat out, fouled it off. Another nice job defensively by the net behind home plate. And I want to say the Wolverines have only struck out twice today. I know Costales struck out, Langford struck out.
I believe.
But either way, not a lot of swing and miss today for the Wolverines. Full count pitch. Sealer grounds it. Played on the back end by Stone at first. She'll step on the bag and retire the Wolverines. But we enter the bottom of the 6th. 15-6 Wolverines. 3 strikeouts.
3 strikeouts, yeah. We've got Langford, Conway.
Conway,
and
that's who I
Costales.
forgot. But nevertheless, a really good day at the plate in regard to the swing and miss, and really in every regard. 15 runs on 15 hits. And Lauren Durkowski will seek to close this thing out now for the Wolverines. They lead by 9. They can run rule the Hoosiers right here.
Absolutely, including walks. Michigan has gotten on more than half their plate appearances. They've gotten on base 19 times, 15 hits, 4 walks. Indiana's only made 1 error all game defensively. Michigan's made 2. So it's truly been Michigan's onslaught offensively that has gotten them to this lead, and they were giving up a lot of runs early. Gave up 5 runs in the 2nd and 3rd combined. Since then, only 1 run. They quelled the damage well in each of those innings. We mentioned Durkowski's ability to strike batters out in 2-out critical situations, and she's done that fantastically tonight. Look at the closest one out here. Michigan up 9. If they can limit the Hoosiers to 1 run or less, this game will be over.
Durkowski back in the circle. She'll have to do it against the top of the Bassett. Tight on home plate, back in the batter's box. Here's the first pitch to her from Durkowski, low and in, and they'll say it clipped her. She'll trot down to first.
Durkowski disagrees.
But regardless, Bassett will be on first, hit by pitch, and now Bree Copeland will dig in. Durkowski checks the wristband now, steps on the rubber. Rocks, here's the pitch. Bounces low over the plate for a ball.
Yeah, that one nearly hit Copeland. Durkowski's been well inside in these last 2 pitches.
1-0 count. Outfield, infield, straight on Copeland. Here's the 1-0. Away. Valamont checked down to first with a pump fake. Bassett not going anywhere. 15-6 Wolverines in the bottom of the 6th inning. Durkowski looking to close it out here. Here's the 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. Durkowski sets. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped up over the netting. Look out, fans. You might have a chance. No, it'll stay in. Valamont makes the catch.
Yeah.
Boy, I thought that was going to get way over.
As did I.
That went straight up in the air for Copeland. Valamont ran right over to the netting and got a piece of it. Some fans stood up behind home plate. I was tracking the softball, thought it was going to way clear, and instead it's a foul pop-out for Bree Copeland, and now 1 out for Taylor Minnick with Bassett on first. Here's the first pitch to Minnick from Durkowski, ripped into left center. Conway positioned perfectly, barely has to move to make the catch, and that's the 2nd out of the bottom of the 6th. 15-6 Michigan, run rule in effect. So Durkowski not away from closing this game out for Michigan. Avery Parker, the sophomore catcher, will look to keep it alive for the Hoosiers. Durkowski sets. Here's the pitch. Misses away with a ball. 1-0 count. Parker will twirl the bat over the shoulder.
As Durkowski closes the century mark with the pitch count at 100.
Durkowski rocks. Here's the 1-0. Misses low. 2-0 now to Avery Parker. Parker a double and a hit by pitch. And Lily Valamont requests time to go chat with her pitcher, Lauren Durkowski. They discuss how to,
with 2 outs,
to put away Avery Parker, perhaps.
Yeah, that's probably what they're talking about. Again, it looks like in this inning, Durkowski may have lost a bit of that control. Sure, some words of encouragement from Valamont.
2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning, 15-6 Wolverines. Durkowski sets, rocks. Here's the 2-0. Dropped it on in for a strike, 2-1.
It's a great pitch. Normally, after those kind of meetings, pitchers will come with the fastball, at least in baseball. And excellent off speed that threw me off.
2-1, 2 outs. Bassett on first. Parker at the dish. Here's the 2-1 from Durkowski. Swing and a miss. Went away, and Parker went chasing.
Good placement, too, there by Durkowski.
2-2, 15-6 Wolverines. Runner on first. Bottom of the 6th. Durkowski rocks. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back.
Ooh.
Off the netting.
One more appearance from the netting.
The netting's had a big day. Durkowski looking to close this game out here for Michigan. The sun has set here in Bloomington. Lights keeping the game in our eyes. Here's the 2-2. Hit well. That's going to drop in right field in front of Stevenson. Into McVeigh. Parker aboard at first with a single. Bassett moves up to second. And another batter will get a chance here as Avery Parker passed the baton to Allie Van Brandt.
And that ball was also outside from Durkowski. Taking it the other way, though, was Parker.
Here's the first pitch to Van Brandt. Swing and a miss. Off speed, Van Brandt out in front. Two aboard, 2 outs, 15-6 Wolverines. Durkowski, right foot on the rubber, left foot back. Rocks, here's her 0-1. Caught the outside corner for a strike.
2 strikes again for Durkowski.
0-2. Durkowski once again a pitch away from finishing off the Hoosiers in game 1 of this 3-game set this weekend. Durkowski sets. Rocks, here's the 0-2. Upstairs, Valaman out of the crouch to poke it out of the air. 1-2 now. Durkowski looks into the dugout for the sign. Now checks the wristband. Right foot on the rubber. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's the 1-2 from Durkowski, fouled back. Another final stop perhaps by the netting behind home plate. Making plays today.
Never know. The way these two teams have been swinging the bat aggressively, combined 27 hits, and that should be busy all weekend.
Once again, we'll do it at 1-2. 2 aboard. Durkowski rocks. Here's the pitch.
Did she make contact on that? It's an interesting play.
The ball came in away. Van Brandt stuck out the bat. Hard to tell if she got a piece or
I
not.
don't know if she did.
Seemed like she did. We can't really hear. I've talked about it a lot, but we have no audio really. We're in a closed press box here. Tomorrow we should be outside, which will be nice. 1-2, 2 aboard. Durkowski the pitch, fouled off first base side toward the Hoosier dugout. Once again, we'll do it at 1-2. Allie Van Brandt keeping the Hoosiers' hopes of a miracle alive in this one.
Again, runner on first. If they score, that's Parker.
Bassett at second, Parker at first. Here's the 1-2 again. Van Brandt ripped to Erickson. Nice stop on a one-hop throw to first in time. Nicely done by the Michigan third baseman, Maddie Erickson. And that'll do it for game 1 in Bloomington. Michigan wins 15-6 on the backs of some continued success at the dish.
Absolutely. Tremendous success at the plate today for the Wolverines. 15 runs on 15 hits. Shout out to that middle of the order, the freshmen, Valaman, Conway, Stevenson, Costales, all getting involved. Excellent pitching from Durkowski. And at the beginning of this game, we were talking about how many runs were being put on the board. After the top of the 4th, the score was 7-5 Michigan. But Michigan stuck with Durkowski throughout the game, and she finished very strongly, only giving up 1 run in the last 3 innings. That allowed Michigan to have the 8-run rule against Indiana after the 6th. Indiana, meanwhile, threw out 3 pitchers.
For the Wolverines, Sealer 2 for 4, including a double and a homer, 4 RBIs. Langford 2 for 4. Erickson 2 for 4, 3 RBIs, a double and a homer. Thole 3 for 4. Valamont 0 for 4. Conway 1 for 2. Stevenson 1 for 4 RBI. Costales 2 for 3, 3 RBIs. And McVeigh 2 for 3 with an RBI up and down the Michigan order.
Yep.
A ton of success and
good plays in the field, too.
Good defensive performance and
Absolutely.
a lot of reason to be excited about this Michigan lineup going forward. That'll about do it for us here from Bloomington on a lovely Friday evening. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon and Sunday afternoon as well, so stay tuned for that. Owen, any last words on this one?
Michigan continues its success. It's 8 straight for the Wolverines. Indiana, on the other hand, seems to be tanking a bit. That's 6 of their last 7 they've lost. We've got a long weekend ahead of us, though. 2 more games, so stay tuned. Got a lot of ball left to play in Bloomington.
So that'll do it for Owen Klein. I'm Alex Miller. Thank you for tuning in to WCBN Sports, and we'll leave you as we always do with a good night and a go blue. Take care, folks.